Norway is an incredible country for travel at any time of the year. It offers fantastic mountains, incredible waterfalls, well-known fjords, incredible nature. You can travel by plane, train, ferry, car, bike or classic hike. Whatever you choose, you will get a lot of impressions from what you see, even from simple things like sunrise and sunset, because in this country they are fantastic. So, why Norway is the best country to see the Northern Lights? And tips to cheap travel in Norway. This is probably the main reason why I think the north of Norway is the best place to see the Northern Lights. Much of the country located by the Arctic Circle, but this is not the main reason. There are two large cities by the Arctic Circles, namely, Bodo and Tromsø, that can be reached by low-cost airline, while, for example, in Iceland, you arrive in Reykjavik, city that just outside the Arctic Circle, and to see Northern Lights, you need to travel far beyond the city, for which you have to rent a car or take an expensive tour. In Sweden and Finland, regions by the Arctic Circle are also not very convenient in logistic. Flight will be quite expensive, and it is not very convenient to travel by bus or train for two reasons. Road will take around 13 hours one way. This is an example of getting by bus from Helsinki to the city Kotila, and price that starts from 50–70 euros both ways, while Gdansk-Tromsø-Gdansk flight will cost about 60–80 euros. Also, an important aspect of geography is that there are a huge number of cities in Norway that are great for watching the Northern Lights. Besides the already named Bodo and Tromsø, there are Alta and Oya, Hammensenja, Harstad, Kirkenes, Laxalv, Narvik, and fantastic Lofoten Islands. Also in Norway there is a website for Northern Lights forecast, which is very convenient, and from my own experience, it is quite accurate. The cheapest way to get Norway is via Gdansk. All thanks to Wizz Air, as it operates direct flights to almost every major Norwegian city, including cities by the Arctic Circle, namely Bodo and Tromsø. The cheap travel involves the combination of two flights, to Gdansk, and from Gdansk, for example to Tromsø. To Gdansk it is possible to fly from almost anywhere in Europe. If speed and convenience are more important to you, you can use SAS, Scandinavian Airlines. Of course Norway is not the cheapest country to travel, but among the countries that allow their location to see the Northern Lights, Iceland, Sweden, and Finland, Norway is not more expensive, because all these countries are expensive. You can book hotel, or apartment, or a room with the host. Prices for apartments or hotels start at average 73 euros per night if booked through Booking.com, or 78 euros if you choose apartments at Airbnb. The lowest prices start from 61 euros per night for an apartment, or double room. Recommended stay at least 3 nights, because the Northern Lights do not appear every day, that is, it can appear for 3 days in a row, and then you will not see it for 3 days, so it is better to plan your trip for at least 3–5 nights to increase your chances. Before booking an apartment, I highly recommend decide why you are traveling there. If you want to get acquainted with the culture, then you will better to stay in the city, but if you are traveling for nature and adventure, then I recommend choose accommodation outside the city, for example on the Kvaløya Island, because there you'll have better chance of see the Northern Lights. From my own experience, I stopped on the Kvaløya Island, which can be reached quickly and conveniently from the airport by bus for 15–20 minutes, and costs 33 Norwegian kroner. I would like to point out that the ticket can be purchased at self-service terminal at a bus stop near the airport, from the driver, but only for cash. Or you can install app and pay for the ticket with a bank card. It is very important to add. If you buy a ticket from a driver for cash, the price will be much more expensive, 50 Norwegian kroner, so it is better to install the application. Also, if you have a daily transfer in Gdansk, you will need to book accommodation. The average price for a double room is 23–25 euros per night. Bus from Gdansk airport to the city center costs 3.8 Polish zloty. It will be expensive, as in other Scandinavian countries. If you want to spend less money, then it is better to take all the necessary products from home, or buy them in Poland. From my own experience, the average check at the Tromsø supermarket will be around 7–10 euros, that includes self-made meals such as some meat, potatoes, and salad, 400 grams in total, a bottle of water and local beer. In the restaurant, the average check will be 2–3 times higher, depending on the type of restaurant and dishes that you order. I spend, in average 10–12 euros per day. This amount includes the cost of products purchased in Gdansk, which I prepared by myself. P.S. I stayed for 4 days, on Kvaløya Island. Rent a room at Airbnb. Watch the northern lights once during my stay, here, at 1:30 a.m.